Hey, it's John. I'm back, and in this video, I want to help you realize and uncover the 3 key shifts you want to have your attendees make, or have rather, during your webinar, your masterclass, your online training. If you're new here, I've been working on webinars for other people, helping them optimize them for over a decade. And I have some really good experience to share here during this video. Most people make the mistake of just over teaching what I call nice to know content in your sales presentations. And really the type of content that you put together is more important than how much content you put together, right? We want everything we do to be valuable. Don't get me wrong. We don't want to be all sizzle and no steak, right? When it comes to our presentations, but we do need to make sure to be strategic and both delight and excite our attendees by hitting the right notes. And so if I had to boil down the right type of content into some high-level ideas, I would say this. You need to, and I would recommend that you focus on shifting beliefs around 3 core things. One is, what do they need to believe about you during the presentation? What do they need to believe about you? Well, for one, that you're credible, right? So we do need to share in a strategic way a little bit about how we help people, what we've done. They also want to believe about you that you have a new path that you can lead them on. And that's really important to do during the content section of your presentation, your webinar, your masterclass. We need to show them a new path. We need to clearly define the outcome that they're going to get and talk about the discovery we've made, and then show them a new path forward. That is something they need to believe about you, that you've discovered something powerful that can help them get that result faster, easier, and better than they otherwise could on their own, right? And the big one is they have to trust you as well, right? So they have to believe you're credible, that you've discovered something powerful that they should pay attention to, and that you're somebody who's trustworthy. This is so important. People buy you more than they buy what you do. And I've proven this out over and over of my decade plus experience. A great question I always ask my buyers: why did you buy from me? It's a great question for you to ask your buyers as well. The majority of them say, I just liked you and I felt like I could trust you. Sure, I had some relevant things they wanted to help them grow their business, for example, but they ultimately trusted me. And so how you deliver your content, how you present, how you come across makes a massive difference in how your results will be when you're doing marketing and sales efforts for your business. And so those are some key things they need to know about you. And we want to make sure to do that and share those things and, inject those things, for lack of a better word, into your presentation so that people buy into those things and believe those things about you. The next set of beliefs they need are about themselves, right? So I talked about what they needed to believe about you, but they also need to believe some things during your presentation about themselves, right? For one, that what you're sharing is relevant to them, to be in their industry, in their situation, right? So you want to talk about like who this is for. Case studies, stories during your presentation can really help people see themselves doing what you're recommending them to do, right? And so we want to have a good amount of case studies, examples, variety of industries. This goes back to knowing who you're marketing to, right? You want to share relevant stories of yourself, of others, doing the thing that you're ultimately wanting them to do as you're outlining the content in your presentation, right? And so they need to believe that about themselves, that this is for me. They also need to believe, in most cases, that they can do what you're saying that they should be able to do, right? So we need to make the process of doing sound doable and easier for them and attractive to them. They need to believe that they can see themselves actually implementing and doing this, right? So those are a couple of very important things that those folks need to believe. Your attendees, your webinar, masterclass attendees need to believe about themselves. Is I can do this. I can see how this is relevant to me, to my industry. We want to talk about outcomes. We want to talk about pain points that your process solves for them. All of those things really help to paint a picture so they can believe that it is for them. That's super important. So we've talked about what they need to believe about you, what they need to believe about themselves. And then the third one is, what do they need to believe about the opportunity that you're presenting to them? Again, that it's relevant to them, that you have a path, a process to get them there faster, easier, and better than they could on their own, right? And so the opportunity will fit in, that it fits into what they're doing already, right? You want to frame your opportunity as a convenient, faster, easier, better path for them to walk to solve their problems and get the outcomes that they're ultimately after. And I don't care if you're in life coaching or astrology or business, the most abstract ideas or coaching programs, all the way to the most hard skill business sales kind of coaching consulting programs. You still want to outline that path for them. You still want to show them as clear as possible how they can get the result faster, easier, and better. And that's how you would want to frame the opportunity and get them to believe that your opportunity, your method, the roadmap they're going to walk if they use your process is the faster, better path to get to that outcome, right? And again, life coaches, doesn't matter. You can, if you're helping people with relationships, how can you get them to have better communications with their spouses faster, easier, and better? If you're in health, how can you get people to feel better, to lose weight, whatever it is, faster, easier, and better? If you're in business, how can you help people make money or generate leads faster, easier, and better? That is how you want to frame the opportunity. And that's how you want people to believe and buy into that, you know, what you have is going to help them get there faster, easier, and better, right? And so those are some key shifts. It's not how much content you teach as much as what type of content. And most of us are just teaching what I call nice to know content without both delighting and exciting people with the right type of content. And again, you want everything you do to be valuable. Don't get me wrong. This is not all steak or all sizzle and no steak. This is showing people and helping people see a better opportunity. And yes, you'll share examples and back up your claims and really show them all of these things. And if you do this right, people will be delighted. They'll give you a 5-star review and they'll ultimately become a client. The right people will. So that is what I have for you during this video. And in this video, the 3 shifts you want to make. What do people need to know, understand, and believe about you, about themselves, and about the opportunity that you're outlining? We shared some nuance on that today. Hopefully there was some shifts for you during this video for your next sales presentation, webinar, any marketing messages that you're putting out there. These are some critical elements that you want to push forward and have people buy into. If you'd like to grab my 7 key elements to a high converting webinar PDF, that link is in the description. So make sure to go down there, click that, just enter your details. I'll send that right to your inbox. So not only can you nail these 3 shifts, but you can get all of the key elements to your next presentation dialed in. Go ahead and click that link after watching this video. That's it for this one. If you'd like to receive more videos like this, click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Feel free to leave a comment for me below, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care for now.